Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Today we're looking at a 2014 Volkswagen Passat TSI. Now you might remember we just reviewed the TDI turbo diesel a couple of months ago. If you're looking for that, scroll back through our catalog and you'll see the review for that car. This new TSI has the new 1.8 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine that's standard for 2014. Why is that significant? Well, prior years they had a 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine. That one rated 170 horsepower. This new engine has the same amount of power, but it's rated much higher in fuel economy. So as we test drive it today, what I want to find out is, does it have the same drivability as before, and does it get that new higher fuel efficiency that Volkswagen promises? The new 1.8 liter directed injected engine is the big news for 2014 here under the hood. This new standard engine betters the old 2.5 liter 5 by some 3 mpg on the highway. The third generation E888 4-cylinder turbo shares some lineage with the past generation but has a lot that's all new. With 170 horsepower, it matches the outgoing 5 but has more torque at 184 pound-feet. The engine is available with both a 6-speed manual transmission in the base model Passat as well as a 6-speed automatic as in our SEL Premium here. Driving around town, this new 4-cylinder engine actually feels and sounds like a 4-cylinder. It has a little bit less smoothness than the old 5. But the good news is, with this turbocharger, it feels like the torque curve is a little better than the old 5-cylinder was. And best of all, this new transmission, the 6-speed automatic, does a very good job at handling the shifts. With this transmission, our tester is rated at 24 mpg city, 34 mpg highway, and 28 mpg combined. This is a significant improvement over the old standard engine. We'll get to our observed results later on. Inside, you'll find a large and roomy cabin which shares both American car feel and a German flavor for form-following function. Our SEL Premium is fully outfitted with heated leather seats, Fender Premium audio, and climate control. You know, when we reviewed the Passat TDI SE model earlier this winter, one of my chief complaints about this interior was that it just felt a little bit plain. Now on the SEL model here, well, they've addressed that. I've got wood grain trim here on the dash and on the door panels. Down here on the seats is a very tasteful suede trim along with the leather. It just really gives it a more premium feel. Front seats are both power adjustable on this trim grade, which also includes a power sunroof, multifunction leather-wrapped steering wheel, shift knob, and brake lever. Getting comfortable up front is easy with these sports seats, and the driver's side has memory settings. Having spent some time behind the wheel in the Passat now, one thing I can tell you is that these seats are actually very comfortable. I like that they've got some nice thick side bolsters here, but they're also large enough for most North American customers. And we are, on balance, a little larger than the European customers that Volkswagen serves over on the other continent. So they thread the needle pretty well for being comfortable, supportive, but also large enough. Now, just like last time we reviewed the Passat, this back seat is still a great place to be if you have to ride back here for some time. You've got heating and air conditioning vents, and there's even a nice fold-down center armrest here that's got cup holders in it, and also it's even got some storage area too. The cockpit is laid out well in typical Volkswagen down-to-business style. The instrument cluster is easy to read on the go and has an LCD center screen for full-trip computer functions operated by the steering wheel buttons. The Fender audio system that comes with the SEL trim grade is well worth the upgrade to the trim grade just to get the stereo. I mean, with a name like Fender on it, how could it be bad? But it's really all about this touchscreen. While the sound quality is just phenomenal, this can be very frustrating, and it's really all about the time it takes to catch up with you when you're trying to make selections on this touchscreen. It's slow like a tablet or a laptop computer. When you hit band here, you make that selection, you see the time that's going by. I hit band here, I go to satellite, I'm counting time again. I can go here to a channel list. Again, you've got time. And sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's slower. There just doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. But it's just really a pity that this thing has such awesome sound quality, but this interface here
just really needs some work.
Lastly, the trunk space is very cavernous and the area can be extended into the cabin by the 60/40 fold-down rear seats. Styling has been a high point for the Passat, which has a well-presented German sedan style which has won the appreciation of many. It's a large car and looks the part. Its 5-spoke 18-inch alloy wheels fill the wheel well arches snugly too, which always gives a planted look. Up front is a corporate VW face with a wide horizontal grille treatment. Headlamps have a nice look, but are still of the old-school halogen reflector variety. There are no self-leveling or night-turning xenons available here. At the rear, the Passat has a nice stance that belies its front-wheel drive architecture. There is only a single exhaust outlet, which makes perfect sense. After all, it is a 4-cylinder. Unlike other manufacturers, Volkswagen hasn't offered up unnecessary dual outlets for marketing purposes. On the road, the handling is everything you'd expect from a German brand. The shock valving is firm and the bushings tighter in feel than some American brands. The new for 2014 electronically power-assisted steering offers up a sharp feel both in town and on the highway. The ride does offer up a significant bit of road feel and sharpness over bumps and road imperfections, which some desire, calling it communication. Those who prefer a more boulevard ride will still appreciate its relative calm at highway speeds. In our week with the Passat, we realized a total combined MPG of 31.5 on a tank of gas. This is a significant 3.5 MPG more than the window sticker promises, and included some aggressive driving in town as well as on the highway, so not bad all considered.
So what do I think of the Passat overall? Well, I think it offers up a German flavor to the American sedan formula. After all, most of the Japanese automakers that sell full and mid-size sedans here, those cars are built for America, in America, and of course designed for Americans. So Volkswagen really isn't doing anything new by offering us a unique car. But what this car does offer that's unique is the German flavor and the German feel from behind the wheel. And best of all, it does it with a much lower price than most German sedans. Well folks, as I wrap this up, as you can tell, I do like the Passat quite a bit. It's got good looks, it's got German design, and of course it's got that handling and quality that you expect in a German sedan, but it's made in America. It's price competitive with most cars in its class, and it gets excellent fuel efficiency. So this week, I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. I hope you enjoyed the ride.
For a more in-depth review and photo gallery, see our report on gasmiler.com.